Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Ninja Gaiden for the Sega Master System. This is Chapter 8. We're fighting the Dark Shogun at last, and he fights just like the first boss from Ninja Gaiden 3 for NES, amazingly. You can just jump over his projectiles with a wall jump, and you can just hit him when you can. Although, I wouldn't get too close to him, because if you get close enough to him, he does that really fast sword strike, kind of like the Chapter 3 boss, so just fire away with ninjutsu. If you've been using it only when you really need to, you should have so much of it that you'll basically be swimming in it. And once you beat the Dark Shogun, you fight this evil spirit. It's just a head that floats around, spits out yellow balls, shoots out thunder at you, and eventually you'll have to wall jump over it just to keep from getting hit a whole bunch. Ow. Thankfully, nothing that this guy does a whole lot of damage, and just by firing fireballs at him over and over, he just dies. At least it's better than not finding him with ninjutsu and having the wall jump just to hit him. Ah! No! I refuse to die! I'll be back! I'll be back! Bad voice acting sure is bad. You never know. He may appear again, like he said. But I'll get him next time, too. No matter how many times he comes back. And it looks like the Castle of Darkness is now collapsing, just like every other enemy hideout in the Ninja Gaiden game. And that is it! That is Ninja Gaiden for the Sega Master System. That was a short final boss battle. That only took me 2.5 minutes. And now the credits roll. How was this game? Well, I did like how the graphics looked. You can tell what everything is. Pretty true to the NES games. Sound and music are pretty cool too. Though I may have the feeling that somebody other than who usually did it at Taito was around to do the music. And I know that not much is done with Master System compared to NES in terms of sound, but it's not terrible on the ears. I can appreciate it. Play control wasn't too bad. I didn't really have that much problems. I do find it weird that you have a screen clearing technique that you can use at the cost of a few units of health. It is in the manual, but more than likely you may not have the manual to go with this. So that is interesting in a way. And once you beat this game, there's not much of a reason to go back unless you want to challenge yourself, especially with the last two chapters, the last two regular chapters, 6 and 7, because those two chapters are when the difficulty of the game really spikes up. It starts getting towards those NES levels of difficulty. Especially with Chapter 6, where I was forced to use two fingers on the two buttons, one on one and two on two, and another on two, I mean to say. That was a pain in the butt. What else is there to say? Yeah, you can kind of tell that there's a screen clearing bomb that you can do right there in the demo there. But as I was saying, once you've beaten this game, unless you really want to challenge yourself with the last two regular stages, there's really not much of a reason to play it again. Though you'll probably pop this in case you're bored and you have a ton of Master System games. You can probably get through this in maybe an hour or two, maybe 3. Depending on how you're doing and whatnot. I do find it weird that you can't really get extra lives in this game. I never found one. That should be mentioned too. And yeah, that's about it. This one kind of stays a little true to the series, except you're in Japan instead of somewhere else like America. And it's an interesting game. It's a shame this never made it outside of Europe. But this is a nice game to have in the Master System collection if you're importing. There is a Ninja Gaiden Game Gear game, but it's not the same as this one. That one's completely different. Might as well get that out of the way now. Anything else? Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Okay game for the Master System collection, especially if you're importing and you want games that came out after 1991 in your collection. Just be prepared to really push yourself on chapters 6 and 7 before you fight the final boss, because that's when the challenge really goes up and it stops being easy straight. So that is it for Let's Play Ninja Gaiden for the Sega Master System. Hopefully I'll be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad, maybe it'll be somewhere in between, who knows. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, and see you guys later!